Hello and welcome to IU NewsNet Daily. I'm Katherine Patterson.
And I'm Abby Haymond. This week was certainly one for peaceful protesting. There were 2 anti-hate rallies and 1 grad worker rally. We have the latest on all of them.
And later, Abby gives us an update on IU athletics. IU NewsNet Daily begins now. IU recently backed down from a decision to dock pay and health benefits for grad workers in the history department. IU says the update is based on faculty feedback. Despite the reversal, the Indiana Grad Workers Coalition rallied on Thursday. They said they want to show their commitment to protecting graduate education, and they are sponsoring a petition calling for IU workers to earn a living wage adjusted for the inflation. The College of Arts and Sciences says it is not considering any other changes. And another rally happened that same day. A group of protesters marched Thursday evening to a town hall event at the IMU in support of transgender IU student Declan Farley. Last month, Farley posted a TikTok sharing his story of harassment on campus when traditional methods of response failed. He says the Bias Report Office has a long way to go when it comes to helping members of the LGBTQ+ community on campus.
Here's a gentle reminder. Do not say, "We are here for you," and then back away as soon as I ask for help. That has been the majority of my experience here on campus.
Farley told IU NewsNet he will be working with members of the IU student government to promote, quote, real change on campus. The hits against the LGBTQ+ community don't stop there. At this year's Indiana legislative session, a record number of anti-LGBTQ+ bills were introduced. There's more than a dozen proposed bills, most of which target transgender rights. 4 involve restricting gender transition care, and 2 aim to prevent changes to birth certificates. 1 would require schools to out transgender children to their parents, and 1 bill models Florida's Don't Say Gay law. The third rally of the week stemmed from a racially motivated attack against an Asian student on a Bloomington bus in January. On Saturday afternoon, community members gathered in Dunn Meadow to support Asian, Pacific Islander, and Asian American communities. 2 Asian Pacific American student organizations put on the event along with the city. Multiple students spoke about experiencing racist remarks at IU, and some noted the racially motivated shooting at a Lunar New Year event in California in January. Last week, IU announced it intends to expand mental health services through the provider Timely MD. Students will have access to services at no cost starting in late March. Timely MD, an online provider specifically for college students, will work alongside IU's counseling and psychological services and other campus mental health resources. Services include 24/7 crisis management, health counseling, appointments, and more. And now that it's February, it is Black History Month, and the Neil Marshall Black Culture Center has plenty of fun and educational events. During Food for the Soul tomorrow evening, you can celebrate Black culture and hear from the IU alumna who created the Crimson Cupboard. On February 22nd, the Culture Center hosts its annual Black Knowledge Bowl if you want to do some trivia. And there's plenty more. Head to the blackculture.indiana.edu to find the events calendar. And turning to sports, we have Abby Haymond to tell us what's going on with Hoosier Athletics, starting with the amazing game on Saturday.
That's right, Katherine. It's another big week for Indiana basketball this week, following an Indiana weekend sweep over Purdue. Tonight, Indiana men's basketball will face another ranked opponent in the Big Ten. Back in Assembly Hall, the Hoosiers host Rutgers at 6:30 p.m. The Scarlet Knights ranked number 24 in this week's AP poll, one of only 3 teams ranked in the Big Ten. The Hoosiers moved up 3 places this week following the first of 2 weekend wins by Indiana basketball teams over Purdue. With a final score of 79-74, Indiana took down the Purdue Boilermakers in Assembly Hall on Saturday. This marks their first win over a number 1 team in more than a decade. IU fans stormed the court to celebrate the team's defeat over their in-state rivals. Indiana women's basketball now holds the highest ranking in program history, coming in at number 2 in the country. This ranking comes following the Hoosiers' blowout victory over Purdue on Sunday. IU traveled to West Lafayette to face the Boilermakers in front of a completely sold-out Mackey Arena. Despite the pressure of 14,876 screaming fans, Indiana proved the team's maturity with a dominant defensive performance. After the game, Sydney Parrish spoke about the team's rivalry.
A little bit more personal this year just because I am the only Indiana kid on this team, so I had to kind of step up and be that person on our team to show who the best team in Indiana is.
Indiana finished out the Purdue weekend sweep, winning 69-46. The Hoosiers faced one of their toughest matchups of the season as Caitlin Clark and the Iowa Hawkeyes traveled to Bloomington on Thursday.
And one more thing before we go, the Grammys were on Sunday night and one artist broke an incredible record. That's right, if you haven't heard, Beyonce has now received the most Grammy Awards of all time. She won for the Best Dance or Electronic Music Album. Over the years, she's won a whopping 32 Grammys and has received 88 nominations. And although she secured this victory, she was already the most awarded woman performer before Sunday night. And a member of the IU family also made history. Actress Viola Davis, who received an honorary doctorate in fine arts in 2020, earned a Grammy. And that means she's got the latest EGOT, which means that she has all 4 Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony Awards. And that's a wrap for today's IU NewsNet Daily. Tune in for the latest updates on all Hoosier news and sports.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram at IUNND.
For IU NewsNet Daily, I'm Katherine Patterson.
And I'm Abby Haymond. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.